Okay, so in this video, we're going to now talk about how we would calculate confidence intervals using Microsoft Excel, because it was a pretty long process to be able to do these by hand, but it's a lot easier to do these in Excel. So to find the confidence intervals in Excel, open the Estimation of Proportions tab in Excel. So when you take a look, when you first open Microsoft Excel, you're going to see this one variable spreadsheet. When you arrow over to the right here, you're going to see this Estimation of Proportions tab. And you can see that it's asking for three values: a p-hat, a sample size, and a confidence level. So the values that we need p-hat, and remember, p-hat is the sample proportion. So p-hat is the sample proportion. And it can be found by using the following equation. It's x divided by n, where x is the number that exhibited a specific trait you were looking for, and n was our sample size. So our sample size, again, is n. And then the confidence level, which will always be written as a decimal. It says find the confidence interval for the following values: 95% confident with a p of 0.55 and an n of 500. So we know this is our sample size, right? This is our p-hat value right here. And then we just need to make sure we write that confidence interval as 0.95. So when we go take a look, we're going to plug those values in. Our p-value was 0.55. Our sample size was 500. And our confidence level was 0.95. And it spits out our confidence level of 0.5064 and 0.5936. Again, we may need to write this as another way, but if you take a look, that's exactly what we figured out in the previous problem, right? Is we got those exact same problems. We wrote them as percentages, but this was a way faster way than the way we did it in the previous video. So now it says, notice the calculator gives us the Excel gives us the confidence interval. However, we may also need to state a point estimate for the margin of error. We can always find that by just doing the upper limit, or the maximum value of our confidence interval, minus our point estimate. It says, use this to rewrite your answer to number 1 in the form of p plus or minus e. So I like to think about this in terms of a number line. And we would have the 0.5064 on the left, our point estimate of 0.55 on the right, and 0.5936 would be this value on the right-hand side. To get our margin of error, remember we just subtract the values of the the largest value. So to find our margin of error, we would subtract 0.5936 minus 0.55. And we get 0.0436. So to write this in the plus minus notation, it would be 0.55 plus or minus 0.0436. The next problem says write the confidence interval for this proportion in the form p plus minus e. So just a second, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit more room here to work with this. So I really encourage you to draw these on a number line. So when I write these on a number line, we're going to have our smallest value over here of 0.402. This 0.706, that's our maximum value of 0.706. We don't know our point estimate this time. This is usually not the case, but you can always find that by just taking the smaller value plus the larger value and dividing it by 2. So if we do 0.402 plus 0.706 and we divide that by 2, we can find our middle value, or our, in this case, since we're dealing with proportions, we're going to call this our p-hat value. So 0.402 plus 0.706, hit enter, we divide that by 2, and we find our point estimate is 0.554. So that is that middle value of 0.554. Now we need to calculate that error. Remember, we calculate that error by doing the upper limit, which is 0.706 minus 0.554. Which gives us 0.152. So to write this in the plus minus notation, it would be 0.554 plus or minus 0.152.